All right, guys. I have no idea what this series or what this even is, to be honest. Maybe we'll call this I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Okay? Maybe that's what we're gonna call this fucking series. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And I think it's really just that point when you're in your 20s and you're trying to still figure your life out. I just recently turned 25. And I think honestly, that truly has been sitting with me. Like I have not been 25 for more than a week. And I think it's just really setting in my mind that I'm 25. You know what I mean? Like I heard that the like study where everybody's like, "Oh, your frontal lobe is developed at 25," but I heard that that was like debunked. I think honestly it's just societal pressure of making you feel like where you need to be at 25 more than like your brain developing. You know what I mean? Like I think it's just that pressure. For me personally, I think why it's been hitting the most is because now what was like once important to me is no longer as important now. I feel like I'm in this stage where I'm like trying to figure out my next steps and like letting go of like what's no longer like as fulfilling, you know what I mean? But I think parts of me is like still holding on to the past a little bit. I say that because like when I first kind of started on social media, like I started off like doing different things. Like I first started off like on social media doing like content creation, lifestyle stuff, beauty stuff, just kind of randomly doing shit. Like obviously like I've always held a job, a 9 to 5 job. But I think, I realized like 9 to 5 is just not for me. Like that's not what I was designed for. Okay. I started like also doing like collective readings for people, really like investing a lot of my time into helping others. And then more recently, like I just felt like a disconnect and I kind of wanted to do more one-on-ones with people. And like that's like been my business of like helping people and like offering readings and whatever. But I've kind of taken like a smaller approach and kind of just stuck to one-on-one so far. But I think like honestly, like I've just realized that doing like readings and tarot is not like a main part of my identity anymore. Like I don't really think it's ever been. I think it's been just like a small aspect of myself. But I feel like I kind of got lost in the sauce where I like started thinking that it was all of my identity, or at least that's just what I was like showing online, I guess. And like I realized that like I don't want to be just known for the fact that I'm like helping people. I want people to like see me and see what I got going on behind the scenes. But I was always like reluctant to show like different parts of myself. And I think that's what I've kind of like been diving into. But also going back to realities of like being in your 20s, especially like when you're like in your mid to late 20s, is like pressure is, it's on, you know what I mean? I literally opened up a Roth IRA, even though like I've always like investments and stuff and invested into stocks and kind of like put that to the side because money be stressing me out. But I think obviously like when it comes to like my bills and everything like that, but I think looking past further than the current moment is something that I kind of put off to the side like, I got time, but like there's no better time than now to start investing into your future. So yeah, that's where I've been with that. Like I think it's just really setting for me like, oh my gosh. Oh, it's not all cutesy. But I'm a big romanticizer, of my life. So like I've been trying to romanticize adulting, I guess, because I think just adulting itself is like not very fun, but I've been trying to romanticize that a little bit to kind of help me navigate through that. Yeah. I don't know. Guys, if you like haven't really like if you truly know me, like I'm a big like overthinker. Like there's always thoughts going on in my head. I even like I saw it was like a video or like TikTok video where like somebody was like they don't have a voice in their head. And I'm like, I wish. I got thoughts going all in my head, like 20 different thoughts of like 20 different directions of my life or my future, my present. Like there's just so much going on. I think what's been helping me is like breath work to kind of like calm my thoughts, but like my mind is constantly going. And I think sometimes that's what makes it difficult to articulate what's going on in my mind. Sometimes I struggle with that. Like I have to take a moment and pause and think before I articulate what I need to say. Otherwise it's not going to come out right. Like I truly don't even know how, you know how like somebody's asked a question and they're just quick on their feet, like boom, boom, boom. Like for me, like I need a second to process what you just said. I need to process my mind's thoughts. I need to process what's going on in my mind. And I need to figure out how to articulate what's going on in my mind while also making sure I process your question correctly. You know what I mean? Like it's just so much. The overthinking is crazy. I don't know, guys. I think I have ADHD for real. Like I remember back in school, like my teacher, like my math teacher, I don't think he thought I was gonna go far, babe. I did go far. Excuse me. I really did go far. I graduated from an IB school, college. Got into a master's program. Thank you very much. But anyways, yeah, but I think I have ADHD, right? Because it's like we're smart, but we're also not here. That's been my mind of like where I am. But I actually don't want to make this video long. I kind of just wanted to use this as a venting, kind of sesh because I just feel like right now, I'm at a point in my life where things are on pause. Like we're figuring things out. And for me, I'm learning that I don't have control over things, right? I feel like that's been a major lesson for me. And so the act of just doing nothing just doesn't sit well with me because I've grown up in an environment where it's like you need to be on go. But I'm learning that I actually need to pause, that I actually need to sit with the pause. And I also learned I'm not really deep into human design, but I learned that I'm a projector. And projectors are meant to slow down. They're meant to enjoy life. They're meant to show off like their skills, their expertise without overly marketing themselves to people. They're meant to chill. I feel like projectors are meant to have like multiple side hustles. You know what I mean? Like they're meant to just vibe and they have to be invited into spaces to get opportunities. And I'm like, that makes so much sense. Like I'm already the type of person where like I'm not going to move into spaces that I'm not welcomed into anyway. Like that makes so much sense why traditional marketing doesn't work for projectors. You can't just be like, hey, yeah, like I have this product. I think you should buy it because it's like, no, like you should be using the product yourself. You should be using whatever it is that you're trying to sell. And then the customers will understand its use through you using it. I guess I just kind of went into business right there. But another thing I'm learning, guys, is that you really need to stop having such high expectations for people. Like this is something that I truly needed to learn because I would get really upset about things because I put people on such a high pedestal and had such high expectations for people. But now I do not have expectations for anyone. All I expect is for me to show up for myself in the ways that I need. And it actually helped me work through codependency as well. Because that's something I struggle with in my relationships. And I recognize that the expectations that I put for other people needs to be given to me. Like I need to hold myself to a high standard and do what I need to do for myself. Not expect people to like do stuff for me. Now, of course, I welcome it. Of course, like I want people to, be there, support me. At the end of the day, I've stopped looking to people to save me. I don't need you to save me. I just need you to join along on my journey, to share our journeys together. You get what I'm saying? I saw this video where someone was basically like, stop asking people for things that are not on their menu. Each person has a menu of what they offer, who they are, qualities on the menu, and you have to work with what's on their menu or choose to not go to that restaurant. You get what I'm saying? Through that's helped me navigate my relationship so much better. It's helped me like see truly the person for who they are and not a idealized version of what they are. So I think that's truly helped me in all of my relationships, whether it's family, friends, and truly like all the expectations I have is just for myself. As long as I'm showing up for myself, as long as I'm there for myself, that's truly all that matters. Of course, yes, I want healthy relationships and people around me. I still just don't have expectations. I have expectations of people, but like I'm not going to be distraught if you don't move in a certain way that I like. Like you can't control people at the end of the day. You shouldn't want to control people. If it aligns with you, it aligns with you. And if it doesn't, then you got to go. I feel like that is the vibe for today. That's pretty much all I'm going to talk about today, I think. Again, I don't know what the fuck this is. What the fuck am I doing? I don't know. I really hope guys vibe with this. Maybe. I don't know. I'm vibing with it. I'm having a good time, honestly. And I think I've truly been trying to lean on something that I truly am excited about now. And I feel like this is a vibe. This is fun. Just talking. Like I love to talk. But I also love helping people, and I think this is a good way to like meet in the middle, not like jumping down people's throats of like, yeah, like you should be doing this instead of just like, let me just talk about what the fuck's going on here and we can have a discussion. You know what I'm saying? I hope that you guys enjoyed this. We'll see you guys next time. One, two, 1, 2, 3, release.